more than 14,000 kilometers from the grandeur of Russia's imperial courts in the unassuming city of Cuiabá, Brazil, lived a man who claimed to be the last heir of the Romanov dynasty. His name was Aléxis, and his story as the self-proclaimed Tsar of Cuiabá is one of mystery, conviction, and enduring controversy. Aléxis, a humble mechanic in Cuiabá, spent his life asserting he was Alexei Nikolaevich Romanov, the only son of Russia's last Tsar, Nicholas II, and Tsarina Alexandra Feodorovna. But history paints a grim picture. On July 17, 1918, the Russian imperial family was brutally executed by the Bolsheviks. Alexei, the young prince, was believed to have perished alongside his parents and 4 sisters. However, the failure to locate Alexei's remains for decades fueled speculation and claims to be the lost prince. One such claimant was Aléxis, whose story begins far from Russia's frozen landscapes. In 1925, a mysterious Russian immigrant disembarked at Rio de Janeiro's port. His documents declared him as Alexis Nicolau Romanov, born August 12, 1904, in Petrograd, son of Nicholas Alexandrovich Romanov and Alexandra Feodorovna Romanov. The details mirrored those of the murdered prince almost exactly. After a brief stay in Uruguay, Aléxis made his way to Cuiabá, Mato Grosso, where he settled in the 1930s. There he worked as a mechanic, married, and raised a family. But he never wavered in his claim. He was the rightful heir to the Russian throne. According to his great-grandson, Manuelito Pires da Cunha Jr., Aléxis shared vivid stories of his supposed past.
My grandmother, my father, everyone believed him. He spoke of the palace, the history, details no one could invent. It wasn't a lie.
Manuelito, in an interview with the Jornal O Livre, recounted how Aléxis fled Russia as a sailor aboard the ship Oriente. Arriving in Brazil, he built a life in Cuiabá, establishing a business and a family. Yet, his heart remained in Russia, where he dreamed of reclaiming the throne. The family's belief in Alexis's story was bolstered by an astonishing event, a visit from Eugene Voronin, identified by Manuelito as the Russian vice consul in Brazil.
The vice consul confirmed it. He said, "He is the prince." He offered to take my great-grandfather back to Russia, but only if he stayed silent about his identity.
According to Manuelito, Voronin warned that Alexis's talkative nature could jeopardize the plan. Fearing he might reveal too much, the family decided against letting him return to the Soviet Union. While Alexis's family stood by him, the media was less convinced. João Martins, a reporter for O Cruzeiro, described Alexis's tale as convoluted and openly expressed his skepticism. Aléxis even appeared on a show hosted by the legendary Joe Suarez, who treated the interview with a playful, mocking tone. In 1996, the year of Soon Alexis's death, a DNA test delivered a blow to his claims: no genetic link to the Romanovs. Aléxis, outraged, insisted it was a conspiracy to rob him of his inheritance. Manuelito, however, pointed to a second, lesser-known test that allegedly showed Aléxis was a descendant of Tsarina Alexandra alone. He proposed a bold theory. Alexandra had an affair with a general, discovered by Nicholas II. The Tsar ordered the lover's execution, but spared the child, Aléxis, born from the affair.
They found a chest of the Tsarina's letters. One revealed her affair with the general. The Tsar knew but waited for her to give birth to a son.
The discovery of the Romanov family's remains in 1979 already cast doubt on Alexis's story. Only 2 bodies, those of Alexei and his sister Maria, were missing. In 2007, these remains were finally found, rendering Alexis's claims scientifically implausible. Alexis Nicolau died in 1996 at age 92 after being hit by 3 cars. He passed away in a bed at Cuiabá's emergency hospital, over 14,000 kilometers from the land he claimed as his birthright. Alexis Nicolau Romanov may not have been royalty, but his life wove a thread of intrigue into the tapestry of Brazil. His story, a blend of hope, mystery, and doubt, remains a curious footnote in the saga of Russia's last imperial dynasty. His death marked the end of a life steeped in enigma. Whether a genuine Romanov, a delusional dreamer, or something in between, Aléxis left an indelible mark on Cuiabá.
I see him. He lives. He lives. I can feel his presence. So close, so close. Where is he? I can see him in my mind's eye.